All right, so today we're going from this to this. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as you saw at the beginning of the video, I am finally going to be upgrading the radio in my daily driver, which is a 2005 Toyota Sienna. I think a lot of you long-term followers are pretty aware I got this as a daily driver a while back. Probably not so much for my newer drivers, but for you newer subscribers, this is my daily driver. It came with this radio, which I guess it works fine as a radio, but I really don't like listening to the radio that much. I just prefer streaming my Spotify to my Bluetooth, and unfortunately this does not have Bluetooth because it is just that old. It does have an aux cable, but my phone itself doesn't have an aux cable. So today what I'm going to be replacing it with is this little Android CarPlay unit that I got off Amazon, I think for like $140. So it's not too bad. Here's the unit itself, which I will show you. But first I just want to go over a few things. It does come with well, they all came in this bag right here. So you do have your RCA cables, you have microphone, I guess, for when you call. You have, what is this, a USB adapter, so you plug it in back here, route the wire out that way. You could just plug in a USB with some files or something. You have a pry tool and a little screwdriver to pull off the panels right here. Some more RCA cables, and then GPS antenna, and the power, there we go, the power cable itself, which this kit does claim plug and play. So once I unplug that, and hopefully this just plugs into everything and everything just turns on all fine and dandy. But anyways, let's go ahead and start tearing things apart, and let's see how plug and play this kit really is. Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and show you the unit, So let me try this out. Lay that down flat, and there we go. Nice little unit. Does look like it has the mounting points to wherever you need to mount it to here. So I'm going to be getting rid of this whole unit right here, the little frame case, and this will just plug right in. Oh, there you guys go. You can finally see what I use to record. It's just really my Google Pixel 6. So not only am I still using a phone to record all these videos, it's a very outdated phone. I think they're on like the 9 now or something. But anyways, oops, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and take this pry tool, start popping these off. I could probably already pop this one off. It's been cracked for quite some time. This thing is almost, yep, there you go. So these things are pretty brittle. Go ahead and be careful when you start prying on these. This one kind of? No, probably not. So I'll use the pry tool to pry that out. So let me pull this out of the bag. Okay, so you take the pry tool. Let's start down here. Okay, pop that out. Go in through here. There you go. Pop that out. Lay that down to the side. And it does look like we have two over here and two over here, so two 10 millimeters on each side. So you're going to want to grab a 10 millimeter and a deep socket extension, or not a long extension, because it's pretty deep in there. Go ahead and start removing that. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got my 10 millimeter. Go ahead and break that loose. It shouldn't be too tight. Just loosen that for now. There we go. Don't want to drop it, so just go ahead and loosen that up. This side was actually pretty loose. There we go. Alright, so let me just go ahead and pull these bolts out, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, I got the 4 bolts out, so this should theoretically just pop out. Maybe. Do I have to remove this first? There we go. Just gotta like pry it underneath. There we go. And then, there you go. We're going to go ahead and find the aftermarket stuff. Set that down to the side. It does look like this right here is the antenna. Unplug that. Unplug this one. All right, give me 1 second. All right, so first, oh, the radio's just not hanging. Like that. Set the old radio to the side, and we can look for this aftermarket harness they had all it spliced in. Two. Okay, then I'm gonna have to go and hunt down wherever they splice these into, unplug it from there, and then we should be good to go to plug in the new harness. All right, so I was able to rip all this mess out. Please, people, whoever you take your radio to beforehand, make sure they know what they're doing. Anyways, so we're just going to go ahead and take the power harness. I believe we are only going to use these two out of the set. So, oh wait, is it these two? One and two. And you're going to go ahead and take your antenna one. Interesting. Nope, the antenna just plugs directly back into the radio. This must be for something else. So just go ahead, plug the antenna in like so. Take your harness itself and plug it in. Make sure it clicks. There we go. And then this is where you would plug in your microphone, your USB, the GPS antenna will go right here. But let's go ahead and power it on and see if it even turns on first, because I think we all know how these Amazon things work. So, hold that there. I didn't miss something else. There we go. Powering up Android. FYI, it is not 8:01 a.m. Okay, so let's see if the radio works. And there you go, guys. Right off the bat, plug and play. Really simple. So let me go ahead and plug in the USB router, because I do want to be able to hook up a USB flash drive if I ever want music that way. I'll hook up the GPS antenna and the microphone, and then we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, and here we have it all set up. You just got to go ahead and mount it in place. It does take those two 10 millimeters at the top, the two 10 millimeters at the bottom. It doesn't use that, but you can just go ahead and put that back in. And then once you get that, just go ahead and pop these bad boys back in, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and go through this and see what we can see. So obviously this is the home screen. You saw earlier that the radio does work. So let's go ahead and look at applications. Okay, so you got Google Chrome, you have radio, you have video. Let's check out video. What's going on with that? Okay, so they have like a test video. Oh man, that is super crisp. I don't know if that's coming off on video right now, but that is a super clear video. Very nice. Okay, go ahead and actually, you know what? Let's test it out. See if you can watch a video while it's in drive. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any issues when the car is moving. I don't recommend you do that, but if you wanted to know, you can play a video while it's in drive mode, at least in this video mode right here. You have Bluetooth phone call. I didn't hook up my microphone. I just didn't feel like I really needed it. Music, I guess if you have music, hook up to the USB settings. It looks like it has YouTube built in. I have connected mine to the internet, so do note that probably this might not work. I don't know if I can pick up signal from all the way in my garage. Will it work? Yeah, there you go. That works just fine as is. So if you have data streaming through this somehow, YouTube will work. And that is it for the apps. Yeah, that's it for the apps. So there you go. Oh, another thing, if you guys were wondering, the harness that this radio provides, this does not work. So if you had these controls beforehand, mine, the old radio didn't have it anyways. So just keep in mind, if your Sienna does have This feature, this won't retain with this harness unless you have a specific harness that you buy separately. Navigation works, I believe. I tested out earlier. Not going to click on it now because I don't want you guys to know where I'm at. You guys saw the radio works. Let's see what's in the settings. Okay, it just looks like your typical Google, Android, Apple, or Android settings. So yeah, there you go. Everything seems to be working. Obviously, I didn't hook up a rear view camera. I didn't buy that option. There is an option where you can hook up a rear view camera. You just have to route the wires all the way back there and then mount the camera somewhere. I'll leave a link for that video down below if that's the one you guys are interested in as well. Play Store. Let's see if that works. See if you can download some apps. Yeah, there you go. There are certain apps. I don't know what will and won't work with this. I assume it's just like a tablet, so whatever works on a tablet will probably work on here. No promises, but you know, pick and choose what you guys want to figure out what you want to download. But yeah, Bluetooth music. Once I connect my Bluetooth, I assume that's what's going to happen. I obviously can't connect the Bluetooth and record at the same time because I don't know if the audio will record through this. But all right, guys, there you go. Android radio in your 2005 Toyota Sienna. If you guys are well aware, I used to have a Mazda 3 that I upgraded a radio and that was an Android, and I loved it ever since. So I figured I needed one for this as well because I just could not stand listening to the radio. So, all right, guys. Once again, links to both radios will be down in the description below. One with or without the reverse camera, and there you go. Yeah, the one without the reverse camera was $139.99. So until next time, guys, later.